way prepared. We've got to really nurse these regiments. Come on. Greetings and welcome to episode 3 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod Saxony campaign. And before we begin, my friends, I'd like to thank all of you for your wonderful, wonderful advice. The Council's advice has been exemplary. It really has been absolutely phenomenal to read, to study. And I'd like to thank all of you, my friends, for your continued support on this channel. It has been absolutely fantastic, it really has. Now, many of the Council are very happy that we've actually taken Berlin. I completely agree with my friends. Taking Berlin, that mistake by the Prussians to move out their main army away from there, it was absolutely crucial. That was the key decision we were looking for. That was we had to pounce. Now we did get embroiled in quite a fight. We didn't lose as many men as I thought we might do. We actually held on to a good swathe of our men here. Now the cavalry did an incredible job. It really, really did. So did our regiments here. They've held their strength reasonably well here. So is the cavalry. We're obviously trying to replenish and repair as best we can. But as the Council said, what the Prussians do now is absolutely crucial. Really, really crucial now what they do. What our next step is going to be. Now there's every chance they'll move back into Berlin and try and take Berlin. If they don't, if they head for Dresden, the Council has said we could actually give Dresden up and use Berlin as our sort of main capital, our main base of operations. That is an excellent suggestion, a wonderful suggestion. And we shall do that. We shall, if they move against Dresden, what we will do is we will fight for Dresden with everything we've got here. As you can see down here, if we just move in here, we do have a good sort of garrison now. They're not going to be, they're not going to be sort of up there with the line infantry. They're not going to do, but they will still do damage to an already damaged army. Now, for some reason, this Prussian army is already taking damage, but from where I'm not sure. It really is a conundrum where they've obviously been in a fight of some sort. But for some reason they're just not bringing any, they're taking that down, and here as well. And also, that's just, as a Council has also remarked upon, they've got two absolutely world-class generals here. These generals are probably two of the finest generals in the world at the moment. So again, we are really up against it here. We've just got to really maximise what we have at the moment. Now, we do have, here in Dresden, 2 regiments here under sort of being recruited. Now, will they be ready in time? If they attack Dresden, no. But if they attack Berlin, then we will have 2 additional regiments ready to move in as well, and hopefully support whatever damage we do to the Prussians. It should give us time to rebuild an army, or if they move against Dresden, we should do as much damage as we can with the garrison in Dresden. Then we shall move these troops in to free Dresden up again and retake it, and then we'll have already established quite a powerful base here from which to operate from. But again, this is all ifs, buts and maybes. Again, we're going to follow the Council's sort of advice to the letter here. Now, also the Council saying we should destroy the college here, dismantle the college, because it's going to help with, as you can see here, I mean, look at that, even with taxes off, and we're not taxing anybody here, minus 15, it's going to be, we're almost bringing it under control here. So what we will do is we'll just destroy the college as per the Council's advice. We're going to dismantle it, and we're going to put probably a coaching inn in its place. Now, we've got a church here as well, which is probably helping with, yes it is, +1 happiness here, so it's just about keeping things under control. Now whether to put the money, because it's going to cost 1,125 gold to build this royal palace up, I am at odds at whether to do that. We've got 8,662 in the sort of the bank here, as it were. I don't really want to spend any money until we've absolutely secured everything. Now I know the royal palace will bring in +4 to repression, so that would immediately bring us under pretty much things under control. However, what happens next with the Prussians is going to be absolutely crucial to us. I wonder what's the... I possibly have 3. Will we have 3 construction? Recruitment capacities here with 1, and what about here? 2. So we're gonna have 3 recruitment capacity here in Berlin, and 2 here. So that's going to give us a good amount of troops to be able to produce here. But again, we can only hope that Poland will strike up against Prussia, because Poland and Prussia are at war with each other. As you can see here, Gdansk has been retaken here, so they did unify it for a short period of time. But that did bring Poland into the war, potentially Russia as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's just double check, because the diplomacy here is going to be crucial to us. They're at war with Ottoman Empire, they are at war with Prussia. So by drawing in Poland, they've also drawn in Russia. Now that could be a fundamental mistake by the Prussians. However, if the Prussians can hold here, then it might give us a chance, as the council said, if any opportunity arises to take more Prussian territory, we should pounce upon it. Give us access to the Baltic Sea, particularly with this port here of Rostock available. That'll give us access to the trade nodes and to the open seas here of the North Sea and the Atlantic. We will of course move this navy away, but what happens next is going to be absolutely crucial to our decision making, because although Austria are at peace with us, and we know that Austria are also at war, friendly with us in fact, they're at war with Prussia and they're at war with Poland. That does complicate things a tad, and they're at war with France, but again I don't think they're going to meet anytime soon. But we must focus on what we're going to do. What this Prussian army does next is going to be absolutely crucial. Let's end the turn. Let's see what happens here. It's France, Austria. Now what will Austria do? Ah, there it is, as we predicted. I don't believe it. It actually brings in the garrison from here as well. And we've got garrison line infantry as well. And we've got mortar. Wow, and we got 3 garrison provincial line here. We've got 3 garrison line and a provincial garrison. And we've also bring in the army as well. Oh my goodness me. We could not have asked for a better turn of events. If we can eliminate this Prussian force here, it effectively gives us full control over 2 massive production centres and economic powerhouses here, particularly Berlin, with a port here. And if we do absolutely everything, if we follow the council's advice, it really could go very well for us here. But we have to take this fight. Now, they are at full strength here. They've got 120 cavalry here. My goodness me! But if they fall upon this here, the mortars can do a lot of damage. If they fall upon this here, we can use these forces here then to crush the remnants. But they do have 300 here, line infantry here and here. That's going to be an absolute menace to us, but we've got to take the fight. We can't shirk the fight here. And also the council saying we have to deal with the Prussian cavalry first if possible. But our tactical nous here is going to be pushed to the limit here. Thankfully we've got these 3 garrison troops here. That will be crucial. And again, it's in their favour by a long stretch, but we have to play this very, very carefully here, my friends. What a decision that was. We knew they were probably going to go for Dresden. If we lose this fight, we could be in a lot of trouble. We have to win this. See, my friends, while I just take a beverage of tea before the battle begins. But if we hold, my goodness me, the prize is magnificent. A base of operations, the likes of which we haven't seen for a long time. Look at that, slap bang in the middle here of the town. But that suits our needs perfectly, because what we are going to do, the topography here is awful. It really is awful, because this, of course, we've got the town here, slap bang in the middle here. there's part of the city there, but the main city is over here, as you can see right in the distance there on the horizon. That is Dresden. That there is another provincial town similar to this one here. But this town here is going to cause not us havoc, but hopefully the Prussians havoc. We're going to pull back our forces here, so that this town breaks up the advance from the Prussians. We've also got reserves coming in from behind, which should be absolutely pivotal. Now, the mortars will be an absolute boon to us, it really will. So again, we're going to put them here. Now we're going to have the garrison line infantry going to be the anchor from which our defences will do as much damage as we possibly can here to the Prussians. We've got to hold here as long as we possibly can. The reinforcements get in, or do as much damage as we can, dare I say. Gentlemen, please. Look sharp, look lively. We've got 2nd Regiment of Militia. These gentlemen will go in the trees here. We shall have another regiment here, which is going to close off this flank here. We'll keep a militia keep some here, one of the militia regiments here, just to sort of countercharge anything coming in. They're hidden as well, which is excellent to see. We've also got the firelock armed citizenry here. And again, we'll leave these here. They don't have it. Well, they're going to get into melee, but they'll suffer brutally there. But we'll use them as sort of almost as a sponge, as it were. Unless we use them to charge out as they get too close. But then again, I'd like to try and keep them. If we need to, we'll fix bayonets and we'll just charge whatever comes in. We need to do as much damage as possible. These will be pivotal here. Let's bring them into full control here. Now, of course, we've got reinforcements coming. If this town here does its work, it could disrupt the entire formation here for the Prussians. Let's begin. Rules. Them onto the flanks. What a joy that is to see. going to be a brutal fight, an absolutely brutal fight. They're gone. Get stuck in there. Get out of there. Get into the lads, go on, get in there. Hold now. Push on. They're breaking. They're breaking. They're breaking, sir. They're shattered. That looks sharp, look lively, lads. Oh, what a fight this has been, my goodness me. It's absolutely moving. We've got to take them out now. Being exemplary. Yes, we did it, my friends. Oh my gosh, I don't believe it. We actually did it. We defeated that Prussian army. Oh, we lost 1,529. Look at that. My goodness me, we gave them an absolute thrashing. And they moved into Prussian Austrian territory. Wow, my goodness me, what a fight that was. We did it. Wow, the Battle of Dresden. Oh, could that be a pivotal moment in the entire campaign? It might well be. And okay, Leipzig, that's absolutely fine. Brandenburg, yeah, that's okay, they can do that if they want. Now we can start to replenish and repair here, sir. We lost a few men here, a good few men here, but we've got these 2 regiments in here as well. That'll help. Actually, I think what we might do is move against them. Yes. Clear off, sir. Clear off there. Right, let's get this up and running here now. We can, oh look at that. We can now invest in Berlin properly. And we've also got the cannon foundry as well. And the opera house will also should help. Yes, indeed, sir. Ordnance factory. Got the opera house here, but I don't really want to put any money to that just yet. So we've got Brandenburg there on strike. That's absolutely fine. Yeah. So hopefully we get things under control. Yes, indeed, we might be able to. With a fair wind, we might be able to look at that. I think we'll go for coaching in. The council did recommend a coaching in, and also give us spies as well. We will do that for definite, my friends. So coaching in, following the council's advice. Demand, of course. Look at that, +2 morale in battle. That's excellent to see. What a fight that was. Now we've got these 2 gentlemen as well. Now there's every chance that this army here is going to move down to confront us. And we also killed the general as well, my goodness me. Let's repair that because that's going to put a dent in our research, where we are researching for these dragoons here. Also, the council said do not forget, Mala, to research textile and also farm as well, which will also to get down to explosive shells as soon as possible. So we will be going for improved grenades. In fact, I might do improved grenades anyway, just to make sure. Actually, canister shot will give us the ordnance factory. We might go along this first, but we really do need ring bayonets. Ring bayonets will be absolutely pivotal. We might just do this instead. I think we'll do ring bayonets. Oh my goodness me, what a fight that was. That was a wonder. And also, if I'm not mistaken, indeed, now can we begin trading? We can. Oh my goodness me, look at this. Now what we need is nations that are minus left 13 colonies, minus 11. Ottoman Empire +4. We want empires that are going to be stable but give us a good income. Spain is indifferent, but I think Spain as a what these other nations do. Louisiana, Persia. We've got Savoy as well, and we've also got Venice. They're indifferent as well. I think possibly the Ottoman Empire might be the way to go, because they will have vast resources. Maratha Confederacy as well, probably Mughal Empire not at the moment. Let's see what we can get out of this here. I think we'll go for Ottoman Empire first. Let's see if we can get trade with these gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Excellent. Now they're friendly with us. I think Spain, just to keep Spain on side, we'll just try and see if we can open up some agreement with Spain here. No. This we don't mind doing. Oh, and a military alliance. Who are they at war with? Not too bad at all. But I do want trade. Spinjet, no, I think we won't go down that route. I think we'll leave Spain alone. They're obviously not keen at all. Let's try the Maratha Confederacy here. See if they're more interested. No, they're not, which is absolutely fine. None of the other larger nations are looking for trade. 13 colonies. I'm not sure they will. They're not at the moment very, because they're protective of Great Britain as well. Ah, they are. They're friendly with us. Excellent. Okay. Is there anybody else we might be? Yes. No, it looks like that's a map. No, we've completely filled up our trade here, but that is excellent to see. What's that done to our trade here? 4,102. That's quite a nice income there. It really is. My goodness me, what a boon that was for us. Now we could invest in the Governor's Palace, which will stabilise things. I think we'll do that. Let's invest in this Governor's Palace, which I did stop halfway through. It will help improve trade. We've also got the Royal Palace here as well, which is going to give us plus 15 the bonus of income here. There's our trade. Look at that. That's a wonder. Now, of course, this will fluctuate because, of course, there will be wars and other events going on around us. But we've just got... Oh, wait a minute. There's that force we just fought. Hopefully, the Austrians will move against it. We did give them a real mauling here. My goodness me. Hopefully, this army will get up to yeah. I think we'll also look to recruit 2 more regiments here just to make sure we got that solidity we need. Now, come on now, Poland, you have to do your bit as well. And perhaps even Russia, but I'm not holding my breath. And we're going to go down the bring bayonet route here as well. Try and get military syllabus, because that will open up drill school, which will give us access to Prince Zessen Grenadiers. These Grenadiers will be an absolute brute, and so will these Hussars. Right. Let's end the turn here. Let's see what happens here, my friends. But what a fight that was. Let's see what comes out. Oh, wait, look at Britain and... Is that Britain and France? What will Austria do? Will they move against that? Indeed they will. Oh, they take a good... Well done, Austria. Austria doing our job for us by default, as it were. Oh, look at that. Let's start raiding here. They're going to start raiding, and they are starting to raid. Of course, we've got to clear these out. So we're going to clear these forces out because they're going to do a lot of damage to our income, which we need to keep high at the moment. And also, of course, Denmark and Sweden going to war with each other. Apart from that, we're going to try and keep our head below the parapet here, below the radar, so we're able to sort of grow and expand without any further harassment. Barbary States do a lot of pirate work coming out of that way there by the looks of it. That's okay. Okay, they're rioting here. Oh, look at that. It's come back in. Yes, we've got them under control. What if we do that? Oh, -4. But look at our income should shoot up. Yes, indeed. 6257 here. Wonderful. Now, let's first of all do what we need to do here to bring this under control.
Auf die Schlacht vorbereiten! Mäht sie nieder! Wir sind mächtig und unbesiegt!
Fully under control. Right, let's repair and replenish. We shall bring these gentlemen back to here. Once they're back in there, we shall replenish them. What's happening here now? What? Yes, oh yes. We've got to be careful we don't. Let's get our infrastructure up and running as soon as possible. I could go roll over observatory, which will give us +2 research rate, which we definitely need to do at some point. And also spawn a gentleman as well, which will help our research, and it will also increase the happiness here as well. And there's a Royal Observatory which will just do that. We'll just hold off there. We won't expend that type of money just yet. But I think we'll increase our recruitment here. We've got to be careful what we're doing in terms of our outgoings here. Army upkeep here is actually our tax income is keeping our army up in, so that we're actually balancing the books here. All of this here is profit at the moment. It's okay. If they want to riot, that's absolutely fine. We'll replenish and repair here. We've brought everything in. Look at that, actually we'll just exempt them from tax at the moment. And what that gives us here, 3265, that's not too bad at all. Let's just try and get this here down. Once this is down here, once this coaching in is ready, we'd increase that. Oh, what a fight! My goodness me, that was a wonder to see. That was. It really was. Now we can that's 3 turns here. So we get the ring bayonets, which will prove pivotal. We'll also have to get square formation because we're going to go up against quite a lot of cavalry. So I'd like to try and get square formation. It will give us garrison guards and engineers as well. So we might go for this as well next, and then move on to the ordnance, and then start moving into our economy, which I haven't forgotten. Other councils have been pushing for an economic drive as well, which we have not forgotten. Let's end the video here. So Britain and France are at loggerheads. Which, oh no, that's Prussia, I beg your pardon. Prussia and Britain are at war. There's Spain. And Prussia are moving out now. Nothing from Prussia at all. Looks like they're gonna hunker down there in Gdansk. That's fine by me. It'll give us time to replenish and rebuild. We might even move against West Prussia ourselves. Oh, look at that, look at Spain there. Actually, so it might have been a good idea us moving against the Ottoman, taking Ottoman Empire as ooh, yes, another gentleman there. That is absolutely fantastic. We can move this gentleman into Leipzig School here. That will increase.
Aha, ein Ort des Lernens und der Kultur.
That will increase the speed in which we research here, which will be like, I wonder. Tracy out. Oh, doctorate. Plus, and a factory master. Look at that industrial research. Excellent. We've got armchair general. Wow, this is incredible. Oh, and a factory master as well. What an absolute wonder. Eugene Holzer and Pascal Zucker. Now, have we brought this under control? Not quite yet. Pull this gentleman back into Dresden just to make sure. Now let's replenish and repair these gentlemen here. Got the Bawdy house here. So it's the crackdown town watch is almost done here. Yes, look at that. And it still remains at 2378 here. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. That's a little bit of a problem right there. Purchase management treasury, but look at the taxable tax income. That's a -4%. That isn't good at all, is it? Let's be honest. Who is that for? Probably one of our ministers. Excellent. We've got these with Brandenburg and, of course, our gentleman. Now, why has Austria got the flag here? Where have they been fighting? Unless it was those that fought this here and moved back into the wider picture here. I would like to try. It's a shame we can't get any. An alliance with Austria might serve our purpose because they are at war with Poland. And they're at war with France as well, but that wouldn't drag us in because they're already at war with them. An alliance with Austria might suit our needs here. But I wouldn't mind to Gdansk myself. Gdansk would be a look at that. They don't have the forces there. If we were to build this force up here, there's nothing that could stop them at all. Nothing would stop this force here if we pushed again. Look at this. Why are you not replenishing? Gentlemen, please. I think what we'll do is we'll just wait for these to be replenished, and we might move against Gdansk. We'll take the opportunity and move against them. Do they have they'll have a port eventually here in Gdynia here. What else do they have available here? We've got farm with average yield. We've got Poznan, which will eventually become into fruition. And they've got a weaver's cottage as well. But eventually this will be... The villages are growing. See, there's the problem. They've also got a resistance for occupation. The income's not brilliant, but the growth is up here. Growth is down here, which is a little bit of a shame. Can we potentially lower the tax for nobility here? There it is. There it is. There's the growth we needed. Now it's obviously going to hit this here, but only slightly. So we've adjusted the tax rate. Now we can solidify. Now we can solidify. We're also going to move against Gdansk here. We're going to expand quickly here. Maybe even potentially look at Königsberg. Mind you, they are starting to build considerably here. The Royal Palace. And looks like an observatory as well by the looks of it. But we could have the entirety of the Baltic sort of seaboard here under our control, the north here. That would, my goodness me, what a growth that would be. No, to put an opera house in here. Probably far better to have something like the Royal Observatory. Gives you a good +8 per turn as town wealth as well. I don't want to get too much. But I think what we'll do is we'll put these two gentlemen here as well. So we've got this army. Look at that. This army would crack any nut here. We need to get these gentlemen up and running. I think we might move against Gdansk straight away. Because look at this. These armies are not in good shape at all. Hopefully before they get the governor's mansion. Let's end the turn here, friends. France going to move against Britain, perhaps. No. They're blockading the Dutch. So it looks like there's that Dutch, British, France, Spain war going on, I believe. Ooh, look at that. Spain there moving against the Dutch. That's quite a powerful force they got there, but still not replenished. The Ottoman Empire. Hopefully it'll start to behave itself. Might send a ship up here to blockade this here so the Ottoman Empire doesn't become a major problem for us in terms of its problem. It does sometimes represent. We might send a ship down that way. So I think what we'll do is put a ship and move it around there just to stop the Ottomans giving us any problems. Those of you who know the Ottoman problem will know why I would do it. Those of you who don't, there can be a problem where the Ottomans can produce huge numbers of units and just have singular units. They don't actually combine them into an army. They just have single units loitering about. So what we do here, I think what we will do is we'll just from Rostock here, we'll just put a sloop together. And the reason we're going to, also we go to the trade nodes as well, but the reason we're going to do is we're going to put a ship here. It'll stop them from being able to cross units across from Antalya, Istanbul. Sometimes that will help. In some ways, I hope that the Austrians eliminate the Ottomans, not from a purely trade route, but from a purely campaign route. Otherwise, we have to do something ourselves and deal with them. It can take a while yet for these to be replenished here, but we're getting there slowly. Hopefully it doesn't give them time to get themselves. Look at that, they're going to getting cobble roads here as well. But the Poles aren't doing anything at all about this. Not a single thing. They're allowing them to build, which we can't do. We have to move against them. 339. I think we'll put 2 more regiments in here as well, just to make sure we've got ourselves covered here. Right, let's end the turn here, my friends. We might move against Gdansk this episode. The Dutch are taking a bit of a hit here. Looks like France and Spain are moving against Britain and the Dutch, their allies. Holding their own, nope. Yeah, looks like this is coming to fruition here. Hopefully they'll start combining their units, but look what they're doing here. You start producing these singular units and just have them loitering about here. we might have to move against the Ottomans at some point to try and rectify that problem. Hopefully not. Hopefully things will sort themselves out. Sweden, around the Confederacy. 13 colonies who are not happy with us. Spain replenishing and repairing their port. Oh, she could send some units as well to the trade nodes. We mustn't forget the trade nodes. And pirates. Yes, free maintenance is ready. And so is cobbled roads. 4930. That's okay. That's not too bad at all. Now, they're going down this way, but I'd like to try and get square formation. I think square formation will definitely help us. Because for the cavalry we're going to face, especially with all the infantry we've got. So I think that'll be a wise precaution. Then we'll go for military syllabus. Then we'll also move down into Canada shot and improved grenades to try and get this ordnance factory up and running. So that we can get the 12 pounders, and then ultimately the Great Arsenal, which will give us 12 pounders with explosive shell as well. The howitzers will be absolutely pivotal in any future campaign. Excellent, look at that. Control of works. Right, let's just send this sloop over here. This is more of a tactical deployment rather than anything else. So we're going to send this sloop here. Take a while to get there, but it's just something we've got to do now. Can we get another sloop going here as well? Start sending it to the trade node. Indeed. Actually, that got there. That's not much further than I thought it would be. That's excellent to see. Savoy helped out Spain. Looks like France and Spain working together against the Dutch. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Amsterdam fall quite quickly if this is the case. That's a very powerful force they've got there, the French. We have to upgrade this as well. Division of Labour we need. What will that take? How do we get division? There it is. We need to get physocracy first and then go down division of Labour. That will give us the ability to get a commercial port, which will open up more for us. But at the moment we're just good. Oh, we're ready. We are ready, sir. They've increased that. That army has definitely gotten bigger there. But we are going to move. Look at that. Cost us 50 less gold. We're going to move here. Again, we're going to move right to the tip here. Look at that. How much this got? Look at the reduction there. It's going to already save us a lot of money. I might get the Royal Observatory, but I think the Royal Observatory. Oh, look at that. Made a bit of a. Let's exempt them here, just so we get things under control. Yeah, let's get the Royal Observatory. I should keep that in check. I can always move these gentlemen over here. No, let's just keep things under control, as I said. Exempt them from tax, that's absolutely fine. When's the next city? Stettin, 26. Turns for Stettin. There it is there. Right on the coast almost. What about here? No villages, we've got no other villages to grow. Oh, yes we have there. Erfurt. Okay, I think, my friends, we can then end the turn and move against Gdansk. What's the income? 699. Still got, look at that, resistance or foreign occupation, which is excellent. Send the turn. Britain. Moving up Austria. Oh. What? Austria declared war upon us? Right. That changes everything. Holy smokes. Right, we've got to pull back. Oh my goodness, we were at war with Austria now. Brilliant. Right. Time to do what we need to do now. We've got to pull that army back. They waited till we moved out. That's okay. They haven't beaten us. Not a chance. Portugal. Courland, Barbary States. Don't do anything silly now, Barbary States. Excellent. Oh dear.
Eure Befehle, Majestät? Linke Seite, Marsch! Vorwärts! Marsch! Vorwärts! Für linke Seite, Marsch!
Right, now we're ready to meet them. Now we're ready to meet them. If they move against this, it'll overlap into here. So we've got this army now ready to move against the Austrians. So it looks like we'll be moving against Prague. So we're going to have to definitely increase our... Can't get any cavalry yet, which is an absolute menace. We have to rely on regiments here afoot. One, two, two, three. That's going to hit us hard. That's okay. Oh, I could do Minsk plus 5. Oh, brilliant. Right, we're going to send these gentlemen right out to the trade node first of all. That is a given. We shall scout the trade nodes. I think we go to West Africa because ivory is absolutely booming at the moment. And what do we need? We need to get this in between the Ottoman Empire here. Purely for tactical reasons, for greater campaign reasons, to be honest with you.
Schiffsbefehle? Jawohl, Sir. Wenden!
Perfect. Right, we're at war with Austria, so we've got... We can't trade with anybody else. Which means we have to move against Austria. Because we've only got that income coming in there. Once we've got these here, we've got almost got a full army. Then we'll move against Prague. And we'd have to hope that the Prussians hold off against Berlin. My goodness me, we're in a right conundrum here now. Why would they go to war with us? Could we get peace perhaps with Prussia? I doubt it very much. No. No. We've got a juggling act to do now. We've got a real juggling act. So what I will do is recruit. What's the cost here? It's 230. That's 460. Let's just take 2 more of these. 460. Yeah, we're just about scraped through here. We can reinforce this. We can reinforce Dresden. We can use this army then to move down again. Unless the Austrians attack us here in Dresden, we can pull this army in here, and then we can move against Prague. And then maybe they'll sue for peace, which will give us time to get in. This army's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. My goodness me. Let's end the turn here. Let's just see where we land here at the moment. Then whatever happens, I'll get the council's advice. That's going to be absolutely crucial. looks like Austria are always going to go against us. What they've done is they've used us to take Berlin, then they're going to hope to sink us to get both Dresden and Berlin at the same time. That's what they've done. A very, very cunning and clever deployment they've done there. Very, very clever indeed. Are they going to come for us here? Where the Ottomans are, looks like they might be. Ah, look at that, they reinforced that army there, they're going to come for us. Ah, wait a minute. Are the Prussians going to attack Austria? Oh my gosh, the plot thickens. But, what? And Hanover as well. Oh my gosh, what? Okay, we've got a huge amount to deal with here. It might be a case of us just sitting, hunkering down here and just trying to take on each fight as it comes. We don't have any trade with them at all. This can be repaired and will be repaired. The school here has been hit really hard. Deary, deary me. Deary, deary me. Okay, we've got a few problems here. We've got a few problems here. A lot of militia, some county militia. Oh, they got a lot of cavalry. We don't have square formation yet either, and we're not going to get it either soon. That's going to be a brute. Without square formation, that's going to hurt us a lot. We'll have to invest in that there like that. We'll have to. What we'll have to do then is when have we got those there? If we move against Hanover with this army here, it'll then be in place to meet any Austrian attack from here. We've got to deal with Hanover first, but they've got this. This cavalry's going to cause havoc on us. It really is, especially with this now having to wait for this to be replenished. If we move against the Hanoverians here, we'll destroy them. But wait, if we take Hanover, they'll be gone. Of course. Let's take Hanover. That will eliminate them entirely. Now, if we destroy Hanover, they'll be wiped out. They'll be completely gone, and we won't have to worry about that army attacking us. Then we can move back, and then we can deal with the Austrians in our own time with this army then replenished and repaired. Of course. And we'll have Hanover as well under our control. And that large Hanoverian force will then disappear because Hanover will be gone. And none of their allies have joined them, so there's just us and Poland. And we've got this army here. We can absolutely destroy this army here. Get Hanover under our control. Even if Hanover just falls into disrepair, it doesn't matter. All it means is we destroy that Hanoverian force. So let's continue siege. What we'll do is we destroy Hanover. That means then we've got this army will be completely irrelevant. It'll just disappear because they've gone. That means we can then move back to Berlin and we can then deal with the Austrians. Oh, they've got Marines. How the blazes did they get Marines? They must be so far advanced. How do they get Marines? There. They got a naval board. They got a college. They've got a naval college. No, they've got a naval board. Well, I'll be damned. We can't worry about that just yet. We've got to focus on what we're doing here. Deary, deary me. So that means we'll have to open up this.
Bereit machen! Marsch!
Phew. Okay, this is the fight we're going to take in the next episode. This is the fight we're going to take. We have to win this fight. We've got no option. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here. It's been an incredibly eventful episode. I'd like to thank all of you, my friends, for your wonderful advice, your support, your tactics, your strategies, your plans. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, my friends. And I'm going to need your advice more than ever now, because if we do take Hanover, it'll eliminate that one threat. But then we've also got Austria to deal with and Prussia. If this army falls, we are in trouble. This is our main defence and attack at the moment. And we don't have square formation. As soon as we get square formation, then we can deal with any sort of amount of cavalry, because we've got a huge amount of infantry to deal with it. But we really do need to get our own cavalry up and running. We really do, and better guns. But my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. As always, please leave your comments coming down below. Whatever you're doing, my friends, please be safe, especially in the world we live in now. But whatever you're doing, as always, thank you, my friends. Be safe. Keep your comments coming down, your plans, your strategies. And once again, until next time, bye for now.